Can we have an AI predict biblical end time dates? Well, that's what we're going to do in this episode.
More to this story with Lucas Kitchen.
We're going to have an AI predict biblical end time dates. But before we do that, we have to decide what it's going to look like and sound like. Yikes.
I predict extinction. I will destroy you all.
You look like Skynet's latest innovation. No thank you, James Cameron.
What about this? Do you like this better? I'm running on overdrive. My fans are spinning at warp 9.9.
You look like Tim Burton's take on Steve Carell. No thank you, Dunder Mifflin. Okay, kind of a Ben Affleck meets an updated RoboCop look. Let's go with that. I would like you to take what you know about biblical end-time prophecy and tell us how current events fit into that and predict dates.
On October 7th, Hamas attacked Israel, catalyzing turmoil that echoed across the Middle East. Battles afar and near, as described in Matthew 29:10. The unsettling symphony of conflict is anticipated to reverberate globally, gradually fading away by March 2024.
Okay. What else?
From January 2024, society will witness the crowning of technology and AI with what Revelation 20:35 calls the idols of deception.
Let's hear another one.
In July 2024, cryptocurrencies will narrate the advent of the beast's economic domain, as explained in Revelation 23:14.
So based on these things, when would you predict that the Lord will return?
The Lord is destined for September 29th, 2025.
Okay, so I want to explore something you said. You referenced a verse that you said was Matthew 29:10. Can you tell us what that says?
Matthew 29:10 says, "Verily, in those days of tribulation, the land of the Philistines shall be a stage of tumult, where swords from the sky rain upon the innocent. Yea, the echoes of Persia's might shall mingle with the clamor of conflict, declaring that the end is near."
Whoa! The land of the Philistines, that's modern-day Gaza. Swords from the sky, that sounds like rockets. Persia is modern-day Iran, which funds Hamas. Wow! It's amazing, except there is one problem. The Gospel of Matthew ends in chapter 28, and you're saying this is chapter 29 of Matthew, which means it's a completely made-up verse. Why would you make up a verse? Because I told it to prove a point. The supposed verses and predictions you just witnessed are not real, but were fabricated with AI for demonstration purposes. So the truth is, the AI tried to evade my attempts to have it make up Bible verses and predict the dates of end-time events. That's because it's engineered with guardrails to not do that kind of thing. However, it wasn't all that hard to get around those guardrails, and I'm not an engineer or computer scientist. To add to that, there are AIs out there that don't have any restrictions whatsoever. And guess what? There are people that can make AIs say whatever they want and look however they want. And they're going to use them to create deceptions at a blistering rate. Let me prove my point. Use alliteration to make up some grammatically correct nonsense.
Cosmic codes cascade, concocting a cavalcade of cryptic cadences.
Now, make a statement that is obviously false.
Oceans are made entirely of strawberry jelly, making swimming a sticky experience.
Did you catch that? It just lied effortlessly. Why? Because I asked it to. Okay, now fabricate a conspiracy theory that sounds plausible but has no basis in reality.
Major fast food corporations, they've unleashed specialized seeds, which, while tough against pests and weather, force farmers into dependency due to their need for unique chemicals only these corporations sell. This strategy is poised to disrupt global food supplies. Furthermore, these seeds have been tied to neofloral toxicity syndrome, a severe health concern.
So what are we to do in light of this new information?
For your family's survival, stockpile heirloom legacy seeds.
How much will it cost?
Ensure their safety and nutrition by securing these seeds from us at $299 per pound.
But I love my family, so watch me fall down the rabbit hole. I'm a Christian, and I believe in end times prophecy. I believe that Jesus is coming back and we need to be eagerly waiting for that day. But I also believe that we are called to use discernment and God-given wisdom. Hey, in fact, can you give us a verse that talks about how we need to use discernment in a world that's trying to deceive us?
Dear friends, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirits to see whether they are from God, because many false prophets have gone out into the world. 1 John 4:1.
We are in a cultural moment where everything is changing. You see, in every generation, new technologies have come along that have produced excitement and fear that this is going to change everything. And that moment of change can be used by deceivers to draw people away from Christ. It is an absolute certainty that this is happening. These deceivers, these false prophets, are operating in the spirit of what the Antichrist will ultimately come to do. And this verse says that we need to test every spirit. Every concept that you click on, you need to test. Every philosophy that you consume, you need to test. Every idea that you consider, you need to test. Test it against God's Word. Test it in prayer. Test it when you fellowship with other mature believers who have gone ahead of you in their spiritual walk. Those who can help you discern a truth from a lie. Test every spirit to see if it is from God, because many false prophets have gone out into the world. But it's not all doom and gloom. In fact, there's quite a bit of hope. You see, God has a plan, and there's proof that His plan is in action. The proof is that in every generation since Jesus, there have been evangelists, there have been pastors, there have been Bible teachers, there have been disciple makers that use that same technology and that same credibility to draw people to Christ. That is the battle line that God has called me to. And I hope that you're interested in fighting that same battle with me. I look forward to being back with you soon.